It's me, it's MARV, and I'm here with this week's results and review for WWE Smackdown Live, August 9th, 2016. So overall, it wasn't really that great of a show. I'm gonna give it my honest opinion. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you think it was better than Raw? Do you think it was better than SmackDown? Tell me in the comments below, because really, I can't decide which show is better. Actually, I can't decide which show was worse. Really, it's not really which show is better, is more like which show is worse, because WWE was not really that great this week, I have to be honest. And there were a lot of spots in SmackDown that really pissed me off. And so, but I'm here to talk about the results, so let's get straight to it. First up, opening up the show, we have the Wyatt family. Well, only Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan. Braun Strowman is off in his own and Raw. Eric Rowan, Bray Wyatt, I don't really know what they were doing. I kind of missed the first few minutes. I just know that Dean Ambrose was then interrupted them. Then Dolph Ziggler came, and it was a whole mess. It was chaos erupting. It was huge chaos. It was a huge debacle. Dolph Ziggler ended up getting caught in a 2-on-1 against the Wyatts. Then Dean Ambrose stepped in. He was helping Dolph, but as Bray Wyatt was gonna but somehow, some way, Dolph Ziggler super kicked Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose fell. Bray Wyatt gave his sister Abigail to Dolph Ziggler, and that's it for the segment. It will later set up a tag team match: Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler versus the Wyatts, Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt, which I will get to later, so hang on for that. Up next, we have American Alpha going up against local competitors, how it should have been, instead of going up against the Vaudevillains. And when American Alpha won, the Ascension came out. Yay, I thought they were going to feud with the Ascension, but then the Vaudevillains came out. And soon came out another tag team, the Hype Bros. They came out as well. You know, of course, they're going to forget about Breezango. And I'm sure there was another tag team drafted to SmackDown. I forgot which one, though. It was basically the same thing they did with the women 2 weeks ago, where Becky Lynch beat Natalya, and then all the women just came out, and nobody knew what was happening. And just like the women's thing, that's how it ended. It just ended like that. That's it. That's really all that happened. Up next, the worst, in my opinion, the worst segment of the show. It's really the worst thing to ever happen inside a WWE ring. It's the worst thing to happen so far on SmackDown Live. So WWE were promoting once again Eva Marie's SmackDown in-ring debut. And oh my gosh, I feel like they are just trolling at this point, and it's really getting annoying. I'm about to drop a pipe bomb on those guys. I'm really about to drop a pipe bomb. I'm literally trying to resist making a video where I just completely rip off the WWE, just take the piss out of them, just call them out CM Punk style. Oh my god. Alright, so Becky Lynch, she was ready for the match. My girl was ready for the match. Eva Marie came out. She had a wardrobe malfunction, which was actually pretty hilarious. Good for her. That's the only thing she's good at. And that's it. That's all that happened between them. However, Becky said she was not going to go backstage for a second week in a row. Alexa Bliss came out. Finally, someone with talent. And I gotta admit, Alexa Bliss's theme was actually pretty cool. I kind of like it. Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, they both were going head-to-head, one-on-one, obviously for tonight's SmackDown. And then during the match, Eva Marie came out. Why? And with a distraction, Alexa Bliss picked up the win. Sparkle Splash, I think it's what it's called. I don't think it's called that anymore. I know it was called a Sparkle Splash, but I forgot what it's called now. I'm sorry. Anyways, Alexa Bliss picked up the win over Becky Lynch. My girl was lying in the ring. So while we're on the topic of women, I want to talk about the match between Carmella and Natalya, which I also thought it was going to be rubbish, but no, it was actually pretty decent. Carmella coming out with a new submission hold. I actually like the submission hold. It's a unique finisher. It's not like any other person's finisher. It's great. It's great. I love it. So that's pretty much the only good thing going on in the women's division for SmackDown. compared to Raw. Up next, this is a match that I missed, so I'm pretty bad a journalist, am I? Okay, so I just rewatched the match. Apparently, Randy Orton won by disqualification after Alberto Del Rio hit Randy Orton with a steel chair right on the bad arm. Then everything went inside the ring. Alberto Del Rio tried hitting Randy Orton with a steel chair. Randy Orton RKO'd Alberto Del Rio, RKO out of nowhere. And that's it for the segment. That's it for that. Finito. Up next, we have Rhino going up against Heath Slater. If Heath Slater wins, he gets a SmackDown Live contract. Rhino ended up defeating Heath Slater using the gore. And, well, the finish was confusing because Heath Slater was kind of, you know that dirty pin heels do where they roll up their opponents, they put their feet on the ropes. Well, for some reason, this is the one time where the referee actually caught the heel doing it. So, props to that ref, that the ref deserves a raise because he's not blind. But yeah, after the ref caught him, Heath Slater was confronting the ref. He turned around, gore, 1, 2, 3, match over, Rhino wins. Heath Slater, bye-bye, no contract for you. But not really, because why? Backstage, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, they were talking to each other, arguing about whether or not Heath Slater deserves a contract. They came to the conclusion he does, and before they delivered the news to Heath Slater kind of dropped the ball, and he just walked out. Well, there's really no chance of Heath Slater going to SmackDown now, right? Alright, and then this, for some reason, just happened. Baron Corbin was attacking Kalisto backstage. I guess they're having another kickoff show. I feel bad for Baron Corbin. He's stuck on a kickoff show. Yeah, I guess winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal doesn't do much for you. It's been proven by Cesaro. It's been proven by Big Show. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal should push you to main event status. No, it doesn't do anything, which is a huge insult to Andre the Giant. Does anyone even remember? Am I the only one that remembers that Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle at WrestleMania 32? Am I the only one that remembers that? I guess so, because WTF. SmackDown doesn't. While I'm on the topic of this, I just want to bring up the fact that Wyatt Earth was Apollo Crews not on SmackDown. I mean, he's only the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. You know, the same title that was held by Roddy Piper, The Rock. The list goes on and on. Pat Patterson, a bunch of people. So many people held that prestigious title. But no, the number one contender was not on the show. And where was the champion? Making out with Maurice in front of Renee Young on a table and having fun with Scooby-Doo because sports entertainment. That's why. And finally, the main event, Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose versus the Wyatts, Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt. It was a pretty stellar match. Dean Ambrose had a bad botch. Dean Ambrose, please be careful. We don't want you to miss SummerSlam. Stay away from the ropes, just from here until SummerSlam. That's it. What is it, like 2 weeks? That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just stay away from the ropes for 2 weeks. So Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler ended up winning the match after Dolph Ziggler hit a super kick on Eric Rowan. And then after the match, I was kind of hoping the other thing would happen. I just hit my mic. So Dean Ambrose just out of nowhere hit the Dirty Deeds on Dolph Ziggler. And that's fine because their opponents for SummerSlam, they're not supposed to be on the same page. But I was kind of hoping that Dolph Ziggler would kind of, turn heel. Because that's better for Dolph Ziggler. He was so over as a heel back in 2012, 2011. Whatever year he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he was so over back then as a heel. But as a face, he kind of started just vanishing into nowhere. That's it for my SmackDown results and review. I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you guys think of SmackDown Live? Was it better than Raw? Was it worse than Raw? Tell me in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter here. Any support such as liking, sharing, and subscribing is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.